Hey guys, it's Mashala, and today's video is going to be a review on the brand new Zodiac palette by Colourpop and Kathleenlights. And girl, you best believe you know that I'm gonna go crazy over this shit because I love Colourpop, I love Kathleenlights, and if you don't know me that well, I kind of love the Zodiac. I'm a Cancer, so that means if you're a 19-year-old Scorpio boy, please hit me up. Also means I'm supposed to cry a lot and I'm supposed to have nice tits. So if you're a water earth sign, we're supposed to get along. Comment down below your Zodiac sign because if I get to know you, I'm gonna ask you for your sign anyway, so might as well just comment down that below. I also heard that Virgos and Scorpios are the freakiest, so hit me up if you're one of those. Okay, anyways, back to the palette. In this palette, you get 12 different shades. So you get 7 shimmers and 5 mattes, and this palette is so fucking pretty. You have the navy blue, and in front of the packaging, you have the rose gold, and just these embellishments. There's just so much thought put into this. It just feels like it was made with love. That's how I feel about any Colourpop palette. I feel like there's so much thought put into the graphics and the packaging. The packaging itself just looks really dope. I like it a lot. It's just everything I want in a palette. I've always loved makeup and the Zodiac, so you put that together and just I'm wet. So just like any Colourpop palette, the swatches, just for me personally, I feel like the swatches are never actually as good as the performance on the eyes. So like right now on camera, the swatches aren't that bad, but it did take me a while to build it up. The creativity behind this palette is really just out of this world. Like all the colors are supposed to be based on the characteristics of your sign. That's why the colors here are not like as pleasing to the eye as it could have been. It does look a little bit like all over the place. But right now, I'm gonna shut the fuck up and zoom you guys in. I already primed my eyelids, and now I'm just gonna set that using the Libra. Right when I'm going into the shade, it feels really soft in like a satiny type of way. It's not your typical super powdery matte type of shade. This shade is really pretty and it went on really well. Like, I kind of just want to finish this look right here because this shade alone is just, it's such a pretty shade, holy shit. Little fallout right here, a tiny bit, but it's not a problem. Like with this, I can barely see any fallout, so you can just sweep that shit off. Now I'm gonna dab into the Taurus and just put that on a crease brush and just sweep that right on my crease and blend it out. Okay, the Taurus mixed in with the Libra, this combo is so fucking pretty. I like these two together a lot. Also, it blended in really well, so I like this palette so far, but it's only been 2 shades. What the fuck am I saying? Okay, this is the part where I prefer 1 or 2 more transition shades. The only other matte transition shade you could really go into is the Virgo, which is like this dark, shitty type of looking brown, but like you can't really buff that out into the crease that much or else it looks like you can get a black eye. This is more like an outer corner shade, so you know, considering there are earth signs in the Zodiac, I feel like there could have been more transition shades in this. I feel like the Capricorn could have been a transition shade. We're just gonna try to make something out of what we have, so I'm gonna go into the Virgo and just buff that out. Okay, damn, the color, the Virgo, it just made this look way smokier and I like it. I like it so far. Again, nothing wrong happened yet. I just want more transition shades, but like, damn. This is the part we're gonna go a little bit buck wild and shit. I don't know if I'm gonna regret this step, but let's hope not. I'm gonna take Sagittarius on the same brush and I'm gonna put that on the crease, just this purpley type of shade, no pressure. Let's hope this works out. Oh, damn. She's pigmented. I like it. Okay, this is the part where I might regret this step, so I'm gonna cut the crease with the same eyeshadow primer, and I'm gonna go in with the Pisces on the inner corner. Oh, whoa. Damn. That eyeshadow was like paint. Holy whoa, I barely put that shit on my lid. Oh my god. Give it to me, bitch. Now I'm gonna go into the Leo and basically do the same shit as I did before and just swipe that across the eyelid and hope for the best. Oh my god, this is pigmented too. These, wow. And this blends like a wet dream. like a literal wet dream because it's turning me on and it feels wet, but in the nicest way possible. Can I eat my eyelids? Like, wow, what the fuck? The next shade I'm gonna go into is the Aries, and this is really interesting. I just feel like that's just a common case for most Colourpop shadows, is that in some of the shimmers it feels really wet, but not like super wet up to the point where it's like crumbling or anything. But the Aries, even though it's a shimmer metallic shade, it feels really, really dense. Honestly, who gives a fuck how they're pressed? I just want it to work. Okay, maybe pressing does make a difference because this is not as pigmented as the last two metallics. This is not as good, but still pretty good, but not as good as the last two. Okay, I was about to go into the Gemini, and wow, this shade feels super wet. I'm gonna just take a tiny bit of that on my finger and just tap it on my eyelids and see what the fuck happens. I like that shadow. I think it made everything really come together. So Gemini, you pretty good, and it's pretty pigmented considering I barely went into that. Because I barely went into that shade, I'm gonna just swatch it for you right now. Okay, yes, she is pigmented. I'm gonna go into the Scorpio, and unlike the Gemini, okay, the Gemini feels super wet. Like, you could literally make a smoothie out of this. This feels super wet, like low-key borderline putty. But the Scorpio feels super dense and tight and packed, just like the Aries. I just hope it works. Okay, she's working. It may not be too noticeable on camera because I put the transition shades were super similar to the Scorpio, but when you see it in person, the Scorpio is actually very pigmented. Now we basically got the upper lid done. Let's go into the lower lash line, and for that, I'm gonna go into the Capricorn. The Capricorn is really pretty. I feel like it really made the look come together. I love it a lot, but I don't see the purpose of the glitters because on swatches, yeah, it does look cute, you can see the glitter, but on the eyes, I don't see any glitter. It just looks really matte to me, so don't let the glitters fool you. I am now gonna go into Aquarius, and I'm just gonna smoke that out on the lower lash line. Someone stopped me from using more of this shade. This shade just tied everything together. I like it. I like it a lot. What? And like the swatch of the shade wasn't that great. It did swatch patching. I had to build it up for you guys. But on the eyes, wow. Someone stopped me from using more of this shade. This shade just tied everything together. I like it. I like it a lot. What? And like the swatch of the shade wasn't that great. It did swatch patching. I had to build it up for you guys. But on the eyes, wow. But last but not least, we're gonna go into me. We're gonna go into the Cancer, and we're gonna put that on the inner corner and on the brow bone. Cancer is pigmented. It is pretty. It's a nice highlight shade, but I'm sad because I have a criticism on my shade. But when I look straight forward, it looks kind of gray. I don't know if you guys can see that. It looks kind of gray because that's what happens with like more paler silvery shades, and like I'm not pale, I'm not deeper skin tone, I'm kind of in the middle, so that's what happens when you got shades like these. I just feel like I look gray right here. But I don't mind on the inner corner at all. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but it performed nice. I did my eyeliner, mascara, lipstick off camera. You guys already know my thoughts. This palette is my wet dreams. I like her. We're gonna get married. I'm gonna use her a lot. I'm gonna beat her up. My only complaint is that the Cancer shade looks kind of gray on me when I look forward, and the Aries shade wasn't as pigmented as the other metallic shades. Like, it's not the best swatch. It's not the worst. It's not blowing my mind. I hope you guys get this palette because if you're really into the Zodiac, this will be everything. I love the Zodiac. That's basically the end of this video. I'm gonna go now and take pictures for Instagram because I'm really feeling myself in this look. I feel really, really pretty. And I'm gonna pretend I have a life and I'm gonna go now. Bye bye.